And welcome back aboard the night bus. I don't know why we were doing a British accent, but I kept it going.
Just can't seem to shake it, can we?
Although it sounds more Irish than British.
Yeah, I don't know where you went. That was a
Mine went
that was a very bad British accent, by the way.
It was very Irish. It was not. It was nowhere near British. And I actually normally do a decent British accent because I watch a bunch of British TV. But yeah, that was Irish, so that was terrible.
Crikey, lad! Oh, you man! Oh.
I don't know. I can't pinpoint that one.
That was more Aussie than anything.
It was Aussie, but with British words.
I'm not even going to attempt it.
Well, Aussie is British, man.
Well, we already know that you don't.
Ipso facto, I'm in the right ballpark, right?
No,
you don't even know what I said.
No.
Just no.
Aussie is British. You said sound like Aussie, therefore it sounds British.
How is Aussie British?
Dude, he's from England.
We're not talking about Ozzy Osbourne.
We're talking about Australia.
Oh, no.
Yeah, when you started that, you had an Australian accent.
You say the
you
word
were using
Aussie,
British
automatically think Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, no. Anyway, welcome aboard the night bus. Magical transport for the stranded witch or
we
wizard.
missed that ride, man. I'm not sure where we're at. We got to wait for him to come back around again.
Just throw out your wand hand. They'll come back. It's
Let me
magic.
try to get a ride on the crazy train over there. Was
Oh,
Ozzy.
hey, I see what you did there.
Yes.
Anyway, we are back to
Do something. We're not back.
We're never all here.
we're on our way somewhere.
He's over there saying, I wish he'd shut the hell up.
Hey, you're the one that right before I hit the record button when we was making sure everybody was ready, you was asking everybody if they were ready in a British accent. So tried to carry it over. Didn't work, but tried. Anyway, Smallfolk.
Okay.
Smallfolk.
That's the name of the episode for House of the
I
Dragon.
mean, the wee people. You're talking Ireland, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they would call them.
The wee folk.
This episode is called Smallfolk. Season 2, Episode 6 of House of the Dragon. It's what we're here to discuss. Time to drop the accents. Time to get serious.
We are to be getting very serious with our talking. No.
We are never serious on anything.
Or not. So that's a tall ask.
Now, if we want to get serious, we can go straight to my most hated movie ever, and I can go on a rant.
Please.
And I'm
No,
real serious
let's
about
not do
one.
that.
No, we don't need that.
I heard please. That's all I heard.
Okay, I got two now. Is there another part coming out soon?
No, there's a mini series coming out.
The miniseries.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's a different one.
Only our devoted listeners know what we're referring to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
for
We're
sure.
going to keep it like that.
All three of them.
Yeah. Ooh, we picked up one. Yes. How'd this one start out?
Well, we start out.
This was a train wreck, as best I recall. Oh, yeah.
The train wreck started with the accent, the failed accent. The show started off in the Tooth with the Lannister army marching and making it to the Tooth. And, basically, Jason Lannister decides this is as far as we're going until Aemond and Vhagar show up to back us.
Yep. I got a question. What
Okay.
was in those cages they had back there?
Lions.
A lion.
Well, at least one. I saw one lion.
Why are they taking lions with them?
It's House Lannister. That's the same way, the Starks may take a direwolf into battle.
Starks never. Well, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
until
they did.
Game of Thrones, you didn't really see anything with dire wolves.
Until Game of Thrones, we didn't know direwolves existed.
I didn't, and I know it was probably in the book. I don't recall. There's a lot of that I don't remember. Did not realize, man, that there was a set of Lannister twins.
I didn't either. It may have said it in the book, but it blew right over my head.
There's this one on horseback, and he's like, a soldier, and that's obviously the same actor.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's totally different personality from the guy back at King's Landing.
Oh yeah,
And then the name was different.
Their master of coin.
Oh, I
Yep.
got it.
Yep.
And it may have mentioned it on the show. It might be a part of the lore. I don't know. I just caught up with it then.
Yeah.
So, Lannister twins.
Yep. One of them leads the army. The other is the master of coins for the king in King's Landing.
A failed delegate. He kind of is the joke of the small council, man.
Oh, he
It's like
definitely is.
everybody busts on him.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He's the richest one there, though. The Lannisters, at this point in time, are still sitting on a gold mine. Literally.
Again, for them to be kings and King Landing and all this, they talk about how poor they are inside that castle an awful lot.
Well, I mean, it's time of war, I guess, and the blockade's going on, and it's kind of tight.
Yeah, blockade's the
What
main
happened
thing.
to all the money they had stored up before then? Because they're not paying nobody down there.
I mean, they still got money, I guess, but the blockade's kind of got them shut down from being able to really use any of it.
Yeah, having money and spending money is two different things. They can't get no goods in.
They keep saying
Corliss
we
has got
can't
that shut
afford,
down.
we can't afford this and we can't afford that. It ain't like they can't get it. They're literally saying they can't afford it.
Well, I don't know.
That's why I didn't understand. It's like, man, you're the king. You're trying to tell me that you ate through every bit of gold in that thing in a couple of years?
Well, if you remember, man, back even in Game of Thrones, they were always having to borrow money from the Lannisters.
Yeah.
They were in heavy
Well,
debt
that's
with
because,
them and what was it, the Iron Bank?
Yeah, the Iron Bank of Bravos.
So they always had to keep borrowing money from them. So the crown itself is not like overflowing with money, I guess.
Well,
they're
that's because Robert
they're just
used
the
to
richest
blow it.
ones there, so they're in charge.
That's because Richard used to blow it all the time.
Well, I
He
mean,
didn't have a head for
Robert.
coin or well, Robert. Yeah, he didn't have a head
I was trying to
for
think,
money.
Richard. Who's Richard? Who's
Robert.
Richard? Why am I not remembering Richard?
he said Robert's first time.
Oh,
so
did
that-
I? Well, why did I say Richard the
So
second
that when he
time?
I
said
don't know.
Richard, I just assumed he just, knew what he's talking about and just made a mistake.
Oh,
So
I was
just like,
literally
I
sitting
knew
there
what I
trying to
was
think
talking
of
about.
who is Richard. I don't remember that character.
Well, Robert was blowing through money left and right. How, I have no clue. Because, well...
A lot
all
of
the
wine,
drinking.
a lot of women.
and a lot
Yeah.
of attorneys.
And
Oh,
from the look
yeah.
of that waistline, a whole lot of dinner, too.
Yeah. So you would assume it was probably the same here. I would just assume they're probably just not great at managing money, and when wartime rolls around, that's when you need to know how to manage money
Oh, yeah.
to put the funds where they need to be. They're clearly not doing that in King's Landing right now. Of course, I don't think they're really doing that anywhere because you got Damon, up at Harrenhal, and
Tripping balls at Harrenhal.
exactly, and they need money up there, so apparently coin is tight everywhere.
He is literally up there chasing the dragon.
Yeah, Caraxes thought they were getting to leave this episode. Like,
Oh, no.
nope, we're stuck.
We ain't going nowhere.
But we open at the Tooth, and that's just a quick scene. Then it cuts to King's Landing and the small council
Yeah.
having their meeting, and Aemond is reading the letter. Well, they don't call it a letter, but the letter he got from Jason Lannister, and is like, "No, this isn't how this works. You don't
Who's he to
summon
command
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I summon you." So, needless to say, he takes out some anger on his small council. He basically chastises Jason Lannister's brother, whatever the one that's on the council's name is. I can't think of his first name.
Just
For all I know, he may be Jason Lannister, and the other one's got a different name. I just know one of them's Jason.
I think the soldier's Jason. The one leading the army's Jason.
That's what I was thinking.
And the other one is,
There.
the other one.
Yeah. He
He's not Jason.
Yeah.
Jason and not Jason.
Exactly. Then
We have Jason and discount Jason.
Aemond comes up with the bright idea to treat with the basically the pirates to try to get them to resume their warring for the Stepstones to, basically aggravate the blockade.
Yeah,
And
so they can get
Corlys-
ships through.
He's got to have some kind of military on the sea
Yeah.
to handle to at least try to break the blockade. And according, they make the comments, that they got no answer from Pike.
Yeah, the Greyjoys are like, no, it's not in our benefit yet. And apparently the Lannisters have a decent, sea or navy. Just say navy, it's the easiest way to do it. They have a decent navy, but it's going to be a while for their navy arrives. Apparently it takes a while to sail around where they got to be. Which I know from the book, something completely different in the book, that it does take a while to sail from King's Landing all the way around to where the Lannisters are on Casterly Rock. So yeah, that Aemond comes up with the idea to treat with the Triarchy and try to get them to resume their war with Corlys Velaryon. Then he decides that it's time for his hand to march. Time to leave King's Landing. So he sends him to Harrenhal. Reluctantly, I should say. He goes reluctantly, I should say.
Yeah.
And then they all get up to leave, and it's like, wait a minute, mother, you got to come back. And yeah, this is where, if I was Allison, I would have just slapped the hell out of him.
Yeah, he might have fed her to the dragon.
Yeah. Because
that dude's unhinged, man. He's power tripping.
And like she says, he's still tore up about
being teased so much when he was little.
Yeah, the indiscretions of his childhood.
Now he's just out trying to prove himself, and he ain't doing a very good job of it.
Oh
no,
no! He's took out 2 dragons. They're their biggest powerhouse dragon. He seems to be doing all right.
He's doing all right in battle. He is not.
He's not a people person.
Exactly.
So needless to say, man, everything's going bad in King's Landing as far as the blockade. Nobody can get any food in. The people are getting panicky. They're trying to leave.
Yeah.
Aemond's take is, when his council's letting him know, well, these people are leaving and carrying stories of how bad it's going here, and shut the gates. No one leaves.
Yeah.
So he's not real favored with his people.
Oh Lord!
But they're nothing to him. He doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
They're just the small folk.
They're picking through the rotten fruit to find what is less rotten to buy.
When your people turn on you, man, it's going to get bad.
Yep. And it don't help when you've got the white worm sowing seeds of doubt.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. But from there we go to Dragonstone, and we see Corlys Velaryon wearing his little hand to the queen badging, and
not a position anybody wants. Take a look back and all the way through Game of Thrones. Nobody wants. It's not Jon Arryn, hand of the king to Robert, dead, poisoned. Ned, chopped off his head.
Yep.
Tyrion,
got sentenced.
He had his moments, but
eventually got sentenced to death.
He done good till he left King's Landing and went somewhere else. Then his advice went to shit.
Oh yeah, he was trash the second he left King's Landing.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
Was Selmy ever named hand to the queen? No. Yes, no. Okay.
Wait, I don't know. Now that I think about it, I'm not 100% sure he may have been.
I think maybe he was, and if he was, it also didn't work too good for him either. Not for the same reasons, but
yeah.
So
at least his was a noble reason.
Can you turn that down if the king or queen asks you for that? I mean,
can
you say no?
Robert offered it to Ned Stark. And he tried to turn it down. He just wouldn't take no for the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you could. I mean, that's definitely, if offered to you, don't take it.
Well, like I said, he was offered. He tried to turn it down. He just wouldn't let him turn it down.
Well, I mean, and apparently it was kind of up to Corlys whether he took it or not. So I guess you can say no.
Yeah, I mean you can, but it's it's kind of like later in the episode.
It's going to take you out of favor with him for like ever afterwards.
It's kind of like later in the episode when Corlys goes up to Adam, or not Adam, the other one,
Alan,
and is basically like, you're gonna be my first mate, and Alan's like, do I have to? Is this a request or an order? And Corlys basically tells him, here's what time you got to be here.
Yeah, just tell you what time you need to be
here. Yeah, just letting them know this is a order.
Well, if at all possible, turn down that hand. Of the
exactly.
king
if you can, avoid it.
Yeah, if all possible, fake your own death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fake your death. Head to the free cities. You're going to be better off. You might survive.
Yeah.
You may lose a dragon, but...
Oh, well. You're going to be in the free cities while they fight. Who cares?
Yeah, we're basically describing...
Lenore?
Yeah.
Or
Rhaenyra.
Eleanor Valerian?
No, that's a car. That's not a person.
I thought that was a DeLorean.
No, Eleanor's a 67 Shelby.
Oh. Anywho.
That's one of my favorite movies, so I had to say it.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Yep.
And he's not talking about the classic one. He's talking about the one with Nicolas Cage.
Exactly.
Hey, fun fact on Lenore or Lanor. And I didn't realize it till I was listening to a gentleman talking on the internet, and I didn't catch it. For the longest time, man, I thought the Valerians were from Valeria. There's just a little spelling different.
Mm-hmm.
So their last name's just, they're Valerians from Valeria. Right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're one of they were the first house to flee Valeria.
I think George could have made the name just a little bit different than one friggin' letter, but
That's how he is. We see it with the naming scheme. If the Targaryens had a better naming scheme, a lot of this stuff could have been avoided.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Then you wouldn't have had the Aegon confusion.
Yeah. All the way up to Mr. Aegon V, otherwise known as Jon Snow.
Seventh, yeah. See, I thought it was fifth, too. Actually, John would be the seventh Aegon.
Well, see, where it gets confusing is, like, in this show right now, there's two Aegon the Seconds.
Yeah, John would be the actual seventh, but in name, probably the fifth.
Yeah. Yeah, he would be the fifth in name, but
actual
the seventh
name,
Targaryen to be named Aegon that we know of. There could have been a bunch of Aegons before Aegon the Conqueror.
So thanks a lot, George, for making it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we're at Dragonstone now. And I said Corlys is there. Nobody else is there yet. He's kind of walking around the table, looking things up. Then the rest of, Rhaenyra's small council showed up, along with Rhaenyra. And that's when they start discussing, seeing, basically, to see if Sir Stefan can become a dragon rider. Basically, everybody's against it, except for him.
Yeah.
For him, and I'll be the same way. It's like, this is an honor. Yeah, I get a chance to, tame a dragon. If I die, oh well. I'm taming a dragon here.
I don't know if I'd be like, if I die, oh well. I'd be like, well, maybe I can get away quick enough to where I don't die.
Hey, I'm going all in. If I can become a dragon rider, I'm going all in. Give everything I got. If I die, oh well.
Yeah, the only bad thing is you can tell he was still scared when
he
went
was,
through
and
there.
yeah.
And now I think that's what got him. The dragon sensed the fear in him. He's like, no,
Oh,
not
definitely.
for me.
Definitely. That dragon clearly has a type. So,
Oh yeah,
and Sir Stefan definitely didn't feel that.
he thought he done it.
Yeah.
The dragon looked like
it
was,
looked pretty. It looked like he had it.
Yeah, and I just knew they wasn't going to let it be a good one from the first. They're
Well-
not going to pick the first guy and it automatically work with him. I was like, they can't do that.
I knew from the book. So,
Then he goes up there. I got one question.
okay.
The people that's standing around him with these friggin' sticks, pointing them at the dragon like they're going to poke. What are they going to do with that? What kind of, is that a magic stick? I mean,
No, it's more, they more use commands to, like, Valyrian commands to keep the dragons in check. The sticks are more just kind of like guiding things.
Probably.
As you saw, they don't do anything because the dragon still just wiped out.
Oh yeah.
If I had to guess, I'd say those sticks were used even when the dragons were like fresh out the egg.
So they
And they just learned,
like the clackers in
Yep.
Harry Potter.
I was making this.
It
I was making the
doesn't
signal
really
right now.
do anything.
Well, that symbol didn't look too good.
Well, I mean, I'm doing it up here, so
Okay,
there's a
that
big
works.
difference. But yeah, the clankers in Green Gots. That's exactly.
They was trained to, when they heard that sound, that there was pain to come.
Right, so those sticks are just kind of a reinforcement of when they were littler, and they don't really do anything now. But the dragons see it and go, "Okay, this is the way, so I'm supposed to go that way."
Yeah, because I was watching that, I was like, "They breathe fire, man. That's a toothpick. What are you going to do with it?"
Yeah.
Just because John Wick could take people out with a pencil, don't mean they're going to take these sticks and be able to do anything.
Hey, man, you talking about those guys? I want to know what that job pays in Westeros.
Yeah,
Because it better pay awful good.
Yeah.
But I'd say the loss rate on that job might be high.
Oh yeah, just a little. And I don't think I want to apply for that job.
No. Yeah, you see, we mentioned before, can you just imagine flyers up and down the streets of Westeros? Do you think you could be a dragon tamer? Apply at the Red Keep today.
Yes.
First applicant, Charlie Weasley.
Yeah.
Gonna pass hard on that job?
Yeah, I don't want that job.
I mean, I might go to the job interview to see what they're offering, what they're putting on the table.
I'll take the opportunity to try to tame a dragon. I'm not trying to be the person keeping the dragon in check. It's like, if I don't have a chance to ride the dragon, I don't want nothing to do with the dragon.
I wonder if they can ride the dragons, though.
See, I was thinking the same thing. I don't think they can.
I mean, the dragons are listening to them.
That's because they speak Valyrian.
But
Yeah.
I don't think only certain, like basically only people of the bloodline can actually ride a dragon. And that is apparently in the tapestry at the beginning of the show.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I thought I put it in the chat too.
You did, but it looked very similar to the video I'd already watched, so I didn't watch it.
No, well, at the beginning of it, it says in the first scene, it shows
It shows old Valyria, and it
old
shows
Valyria and
the Targaryens
blood
taming the
magic,
dragons.
bonding the family, bonding the bloodline to the dragons. So yeah, not just anybody could jump on one.
Yeah, but if you remember, Rhaenyra was, am I saying her name right?
Rhaenyra, yeah.
Yeah, Rhaenyra, she was going to have Alicent ride with her on the dragon.
Well, I guess maybe you could like take a passenger with you.
But becoming a dragon rider, like taming one to your will, yeah.
Because didn't Daenerys fly several people out on her dragon when she flew over the wall to rescue them?
Yeah.
Several people climbed on with her. The rider can take passengers, I guess, but that dragon's not going to let just anyone hop up there and take off.
Yeah. And that's actually where, I guess, George decided to go that route with it instead of what he did in the Fire and Blood book. Fire and Blood book's a little different. In Fire and Blood book, there is one rider that is not
Nettles.
Yeah. And she's, based on her description and what they say about her in the book, she's not of any type of descent from Targaryens or Valyrians. Either one. But she tames sheep stealer in the book by, just basically feeding them sheep every day. And the dragon got so used to coming to her for food that when she climbed on his back, he didn't say nothing about it.
So I guess,
But I'm saying that now because I'm pretty sure what I'm seeing in the show, they're eliminating her character altogether. So she's not important.
Unless they bring her up in season 3.
And you never know.
I'm just looking at how they're doing another character in the show, and it looks like they're giving all the Nettles stuff to this other character in the show right now. So that's why I'm assuming Nettles is not going to exist in the show.
Are we getting close to Harrenhal again?
That's where we're at now. Next scene. Well, technically we're not there. We're with Daemon in King's Landing, but Daemon's not in King's Landing. In his head, he's in King's Landing.
Oh, in his head, he's a little bit every damn where, except where he needs to be.
So we're back to Daemon tripping.
Yeah, he's talking to his brother.
He's tripping balls.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had like 3 episodes of Daemon hallucinating.
Yep. Yeah, he's apologizing to his brother and all this stuff, and basically, his we get this whole scene again of his brother sending him away, and he goes to the doors, and he can't get out of the doors, and he starts freaking out. And then next thing you know, the doors finally open, and it's I cannot remember his name. The dude that runs Harrenhal now is basically there like,
Simon.
Yeah, Simon.
Simon Strong.
Simon. He's basically like, well, what do you need, my prince? Or he may say, Your Grace. I didn't pay that much attention there. And basically Daemon, flips out on him.
Yeah, because Daemon's starting to suspect that he's got up to something. And what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think Simon's like up to something?
No, I don't think. Me personally, I don't think he's up to anything.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder.
Well, my whole theory about River is thrown out the window from last season, or last podcast we done. Because I was like, nobody sees her. Nobody pays her any attention. But later on in this one, they mention her.
Yeah.
They mention her, but I'm still wondering if everyone sees her all the time. She exists. She's there.
It's exactly what I said last week when he brought up his idea.
But I'm beginning to think,
she is real. She exists. But when Daemon sees her, that doesn't mean she's actually there. She could still just be in his head. And, like I said, I this episode, when he's out by the tree talking to her, I don't know if she's really there. I mean, considering, 3 days later, she has supposedly been at River Run, trying to...
Taking care of the old man Tully.
Yeah, taking care of Grover Tully.
She definitely took care of him all right.
So, I mean, I know it's, you're already in the Riverlands at Harrenhal, so it probably wouldn't take that long to get there. But the fact that she was talking to Daemon here, and then 3 days later, it would be like 2 days later, she's over here, treating, Grover Tully. So, I'm not 100% sure she was ever actually at Harrenhal, what we see this episode. Or if it was just her using her stuff.
Well, she might have... Well, I thought she was going to send an owl, honestly, because she had an owl on her arm, and she's like, leave it to me. Or she said, like, give it 3 days.
Yeah, she tells him, 3 days times the something may change in your favor. I can't remember how she said it. She says
the winds will shift in 3 days.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Yep.
And I'm assuming Jamie mentioned this too. Me and him when we was talking that with the owl landing on her arm and everything, that she may be a warg, kind of like Bran from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
So who knows? She's a witch, so who knows what all she can do? But I'm assuming that she has warging abilities.
Well, we know she can screw up Daemon's head. Leave it to a woman to drive a man crazy.
Well, a lot of people suspect that Larys might be a warg.
Maybe.
He's descended from the first men, and he's always got the inside information. And a lot of people online speculate that he wargs into the rats and listens to everything that's happening in the castle.
I think he called his rats the little kids and stuff that was running around.
I was gonna say that. I mean, people had the same speculations about Varys from Game of Thrones and all these other basically all your different master of whisperers that we had throughout Game of Thrones, and none of them ever actually had warging abilities. So I don't know.
They just had the little kids and stuff running around that people didn't pay attention to. There's beggars and stuff, so they'd talk in front of them.
Varys, what did he call them?
Spiders? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I thought it was rats.
No, I don't think he called them rats.
They scurry everywhere.
Yeah, they definitely scurried everywhere, and the poor maester paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. The old decrepit maester that could barely walk, but then other times was spry as a chicken.
Yeah. He had plenty of gold, so I just put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we finally get a Caraxes sighting when Daemon is deciding to leave, although he never actually gets to leave. Yeah, it says in 3 days' time. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift. And then
I know something like that.
she walks off with the owl on her arm.
Yep.
Then we cut back to Dragonstone in their version of the Dragon Pit. Although their version was kind of naturally built, it wasn't hand built like the one in King's Landing.
Yeah.
And this is where we get Sir Stephen Darkwater.
Darkling?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how to pronounce it. Darklin. I think it's
Darklin.
Darklin.
There you go,
Yeah,
Darklin.
Darklin.
Who is apparently his grandmother was married to
his
Valerian in some fashion or form.
His grandmother was a Targaryen.
Princess.
Yeah.
So he got like a little bit of
I was
Targaryen
gonna
blood.
say, when you're talking about your great grandmother, it's been too long. The blood is too thin. And like I said, I mean, I already knew this wasn't going to work because it's very specific in the book that, he's the first one to try in the book. In the book, people come, like, basically, Rhaenyra and them put out they basically put out flyers, kind of like you guys talking about earlier, about looking for, dragon tamers.
Ride a dragon?
They put out flyers for dragon riders, and basically he's the first one to step up, like, I can do it. And, yeah, it does not go well for him.
I kind of like the way they did it in the show better then, because you got Rhaenyra has done some research.
Exactly.
And he's got, at best that she can find, the strongest claim to any blood. So,
yeah,
she offers it to him. And yet, like you said, it's not like he's going to tell her no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, he's sworn to be her. I mean, he's already sworn his life to her anyway. If the queen asks you something, you're probably going to do it.
She looked at him and told him, I'm not going to make you do this.
Yeah, but she
your
knew he
choice.
wasn't going to turn her down.
And like I said, who is going to turn down the opportunity to ride a dragon? I mean, it may end in death, but
you may have one sitting across the table from you.
Well, yeah, clearly. I wouldn't. There's no way
I would
turn
love
that
to
down.
be able to fly a dragon.
I mean, I would have to think there's some possibility here.
Yeah, I'd like to say, I would like to think, oh, I got this. But then they're like, you can die. Say what?
Well,
I mean, are you talking about falling off the
do
back?
we not have a trial period here? Like
gonna
take it out test drive if you don't like the feel,
Yeah, just bring it on back.
Yeah.
You got a 90 days, same as cash warranty on this.
Yeah, if it's a one and done, I'm going to pass.
Yeah, you didn't tell me I could die of dragon fire. Did you see what that one dragon tamer did?
Oh, yeah. Then Flames just reaches up and slits his own throat.
Yeah, and he still doesn't die that quick. He's still flopping around on the ground.
Well, he may be dead, but his body's still.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the same way when you get beheaded. Your body still has some movement in it after you get beheaded, like in real life, like back in the day when they used to behead people.
I can see when you get beheaded, but he just cut his throat.
I'm just saying, he slit his throat.
He was already on fire.
How does that kill you faster than the fire's going to?
I guess he didn't want to wait for it to.
Yeah.
I mean, is
finish
it
him
doing
off.
it any quicker? Because then you got to bleed out.
But between
Either way, you're not dying
roasting to
super
death
quick,
and
but
bleeding to death, I mean, you can put both of them together. It's got to up your chances of dying.
Yeah,
a little
I mean,
quicker.
you're dead pretty much anyway.
yeah, you're trying to die as quick as possible. So
Exactly. I just shoved that through my brain stem. That way I didn't have to worry about, I wouldn't feel nothing. That's
Yeah.
my thing. Fire and drowning to me is the two worst ways to go. I don't want to be on fire smelling my own flesh cooking and everything. And I don't want to be getting drugged to the bottom of the ocean by some giant octopus. That's my fears. I'll go swimming anywhere, but you can put me out in the ocean and I can't see the bottom. My butt ain't jumping in that water. I just know Jaws or a giant squid's going to get me. One of the two. No, my luck I get taken out by a friggin' jellyfish. I don't get to die heroically. I get stung.
Oh, you get the Steve Irwin treatment.
Well, people still talk about him, though.
Yeah.
They're not making fun of him either. They ain't
no.
look at this idiot over here, got stung by a jellyfish and died. I mean, come on. How many people get stung by a jellyfish all the time?
That's Steve Irwin, man.
Stingray.
Yeah, he got hit
Yep.
by a stingray, but
But anyway, back to the dragon. I just
Yeah.
don't want to burn to death. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't want to either, but I'm taking my chances.
If I know there's some road dragons out there, I'll see if I can't do like the other woman does and try to trick them with some Scooby snacks or something.
I mean, that is
Now, the
a,
dragon thing being said, there are things I would do if offered. I think me and you've talked about it before. Like the whole Elon Musk thing where he's got the rocket ships and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a seat on there, man. I'll jump on it right now.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, I don't know if we,
Dragonfire, pass.
I don't know if we talked to Brandon about that, but if you had the opportunity to be one of the first people to attempt to colonize Mars,
Oh, I was just talking about going on a ride to Mars. I want to come back home.
I'll do either one.
Well,
I'll go to Mars and back, or I'll go to Mars and stay.
what's the male to female ratio on this flight?
50-50, I would
It's
imagine.
going to be 50-50.
I'm hoping
considering-
it's 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, the whole, if the point is colonization, it's going to be 50-50. If the point is just exploration, then not so much.
See, then I got to worry about we're sending brainy people up there, and I just can't handle smart asses.
You got to have the grunts up there, too, though, to unload equipment, set everything up.
But do I want some? Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a burly, grunny woman. MMA fighter woman.
Keeps drifting in a certain direction, don't he?
Exactly.
With most anything.
We're talking about, going into outer space.
And you want to know
You-
how many
you was
women
like-
are on the flight with us?
Well, you was like colonize it. I said, well, there's a difference.
Well, I said
If
that. Jamie didn't.
just flying up there, yes, I'd fly to it. If they can guarantee me the ship is not going to explode.
There's
I
no.
mean, there's no
that's the
guarantee.
thing. There's no
When you
guarantees.
guys hop on, I know I'm not trying to be a jinx or nothing here, but you get in the car, there's no guarantees.
Yeah, when we
He
fly to
was
Orlando.
that's what he was getting ready to say when we fly to Orlando.
Yeah, well, but then I was going, that's a little grim. I'll leave that alone.
I mean, we don't fly on a. Well, we don't fly on the big Boeing aircraft, so.
Yeah. We on small planes. Well, small to us.
Well,
But, yeah,
yeah,
but
Small to the Boeings, but
yeah, medium sized.
Yeah, just, but what I'm getting at is, any travel's risky.
Yeah, but see, they're experimenting with new technology. It ain't something that's been perfected. And,
Oh, no, I'm not jumping on probably the first flight, man. I don't know.
It was like
That looks fairly
anything that
safe.
first comes out. When it first comes out, that man, we test it and everything. It's good. All right. It's not till it's used a little bit longer than what they do. And they're like, oh, we got to do some recalls on this, and this.
Well, I mean,
PlayStations and Xboxes and all that's guaranteed. They're always put out there. Within a year, there's recalls on them. Shit starts burning down.
Elon and SpaceX, they're sending spaceships into outer space all the time now, and
Exactly. So
and they're coming back and
it's
landing.
Pretty, not, I won't say standard, but it's getting there.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be so much worried about the spacecraft as much as I'd be worried about what are we going, what's going to happen when we get to Mars.
Well, yeah, what you going to find on Mars?
But like I said, I would sign up in a heartbeat. I'll go to Mars.
Yeah, but you're ready to try and jump on a dragon, too.
Exactly.
I might be a little cautious. But, like I said, Mr. Darklin,
Yeah.
he
Stephen
made
Darkling.
his attempt. It did not go well.
Yeah, and
Thought he had it. Looked good.
Yeah, it looked good there for a minute. It's like, oh, I'm on.
Yeah.
He's like, I done it, and he's got a little bit of swagger in him then.
And when Seasmoke raised his head, he said, you don't got it.
I
No.
thought he was going to chomp him. I
Yeah.
honestly thought he was just going to bite
I
down
knew that'd
into
be
him.
fire first, because I guess a dragon tends to burn its food before it eats it.
That's what we learned from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
seen it in this so much, but
It seems to, well,
we kind of do with later on when
with
we
the sheep and whatnot.
Well, yeah, with
they
Rhaenyra.
tend to scorch it before they eat it, I guess.
Well,
they like
there was another
charred
movie
meat.
that come out where they had dug down to the ground, woke some
Rain
dragons.
of fire.
Yeah, and the dragons would scorch everything first and then eat it.
And then eat.
Eat the ashes.
So I knew there would be fire with Darkland. I knew that was coming. When the thing raised its head up.
I was hoping for just a quick chomp into.
It looks cooler to burn them.
Well, yeah.
For House of the
But
Dragon.
you
Yeah.
got to do fire. So.
Well, they could chomp him in too, then set the rest of them on fire. I wouldn't care. Sounds a little grim, but
Anyway, from there, the next scene we move on. Well, we move back to I can never remember the name of that place where Corlin and
I can't either.
High Tide. We go back there to the what would you call it? Where the ships park up? I don't know why my mind's blanking on this.
dock,
Well, they don't call it a dock.
harbor.
Yeah, the harbor. Yeah, we go back there, and basically, this is where Corlys, goes to talk to Alan about becoming first mate. I think that's how he puts it. And Alan's like, "Is this a request or a order?" And that's where we get the be here at this time.
Yep.
And you've got his brother Adam looking over there like, "What are you doing, man? Just take everything he gives you. Like, we deserve this. This is ours."
Yeah.
Because they both know he's their dad. He knows for sure that Alan is his son. He hasn't made any interaction with Adam yet, so I don't have a clue if he knows about Adam. I'd assume he does, but I don't know yet. We don't know yet. So yeah, that's a small little scene in there, kind of setting some things up. From there, we go back to King's Landing, but this time we're in a tavern with the Smallfolk, and this is where you've got the White Worms.
Lady of the hour.
Yes.
Lady of the night coming in there and
sowing the seeds.
Yeah, does it good too.
Oh yeah, it's a brilliant plan, brilliant execution.
I know where you're going with what you're saying, but it sounds odd.
What, Lady of the Night?
Lady of the Night is sowing seeds, and
Well,
for those not familiar with the show, right now they're wondering, I'm not sure what's going on here.
well, she drops some hints that they're partying up there at the castle while everybody else is down there eating gruel and mush.
Yeah.
Or fish, mainly fish.
She's
They're basically
instigating.
stuck with fish down there. And I mean, to be fair, King's Landing is on the harbor, so
Yeah, so there's always something to eat,
yeah,
fish-wise.
yeah, they've always got fish. But eventually, you get tired of fish, especially when you're running out of things to season it with.
Well, yeah, because they ain't getting no new supplies in for that.
Nope.
And everybody that could afford to hoard stuff up did.
Yeah, and now those people are
that comment's
selling off
made.
the
People
bad
that could
stuff.
afford bought more than they could. This is another way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that with toilet paper of all things.
Yeah, you got a good point.
Yeah, I was like, why is
They
everybody...
find the craziest things to panic over.
Yeah, I was like, toilet paper of all things. I mean, it was wild because, you're sitting at home the biggest part of the time. You finally get to the store and you're looking like, where the hell did the toilet paper go? Everybody want to hoard that stuff up.
What clicked in people's heads and thought, that's what we got to have.
Yeah. I mean, I was more after the food. I wanted...
Oh, well, we lived through some crazy time.
Oh, yeah, because you get on eBay and people selling a roll of toilet paper for $15. One roll, and people was buying it.
You saw the memes online. The guy's at the doctor's office, and he goes, "Doc, it's impossible. I can't have COVID. I got 300 rolls of toilet paper."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. From there, we move on to a quick little scene of back at Dragonstone. You got Rhaenyra walking down the hall while one of her small council members, I cannot think of the guy's name.
Just old dude.
He's walking behind her, kind of chastising her. I was always against this plan. This is, we should have done this. And she basically finally just stops, turns around, and just gives him a little open hand smack.
Well, she was like, it's my fault that you forgot to fear me.
Yeah.
And just slapped. I would have done that, what they call the bitch slap. Just took the back of your hand and just whack. That would have been a good one. But she just done a little open hand slap.
Yeah.
But there was witnesses. That's what made it so bad.
Yeah, so
that story
was
spread quick.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It was more a hit to his pride than as much
And just a little bit of a warning to the rest of them, too,
Yeah.
Yeah. So now she's in what looks like, I guess, the study slash armory of Dragonstone. That's where all the scrolls are, but also all the weapons are. It's a weird place to keep both together. But anyway, she's in there talking to
The White Worm.
the White Worm.
And the White Worm looks at her because she's holding a sword.
Mm-hmm.
And the White Worm told her, said, that looks good on you.
It becomes you.
Yeah. And I always thought she should be,
More of a warrior.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Give-
always
give
willing. She's always willing to ride out.
Yeah, but they just won't let her.
Right. I mean, it's not like she doesn't. She's not willing to.
Yeah. Dress for the role. That's what I look at it, Have all that on you because you never know when you might be able to sneak out.
Well, I mean, imagine she's the queen. If she really wanted to go, she'd just go.
We see it at the end of the
Well,
episode.
I was getting there. Yeah.
Yeah. We see it at the end. They can.
She can if she really wants to. Just what can they say? She's the queen.
Yep.
Yeah. It's also, kind of
And-
like what we see with Daenerys in Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
When she flies, beyond the wall, around the wall to go save Jon and them, Tyrion's telling her, do nothing. She's like, you would have me do nothing? He's like, yes. Sometimes doing nothing is the hardest thing to do. And she's like, no, I'm not doing nothing this time.
And I think with Rhaenyra, she's starting to get into that role a little more. It's like, I am the queen. I'm going to let these people know. With the smack.
Yeah.
I'm going to let these people know, they keep trying to run over me. I'm in charge.
And I think that's why she went out there and she started messing with the swords and stuff. And then she picked one up and was getting the feel for it because she's getting tired of getting ran over top of. Then we come to find there's another dragon rider in the room with her. Jamie ain't caught on to that one yet.
I saw too many memes of this.
Yeah.
It was everywhere. I was like,
Where,
oh my God.
The white snake, White Worm, and Rhaenyra over there hugging and kissing. And
At the end of the episode.
Yeah, but where's the dragon rider at?
He doesn't understand anatomy.
Rhaenyra is the dragon. The white
Oh, y'all
worm.
being dirty. I am trying to be serious, man.
I was being serious too. So was the whole of the internet. I don't know how you missed it.
That's the only reason. Yeah, I didn't go there myself until, scrolling Instagram on Monday or Tuesday, and it was just like everywhere. I'm like, good God, people, this show's good enough that we don't have to immediately go here with it.
Yeah, they did.
But there's too many people out there like Jackie over here that.
Hey, they throwed it out there. I would never have thought them two would have started hugging and kissing.
It's definitely not in the book. That's what when the second that happened, I was saying, oh my God, not in, why do I always forget his name? The court jester's name.
Mushroom.
Yeah, not in Mushroom's wildest dreams did he mention this in any of his scrolls.
Yeah, and the one that come barging into the room, I think he kind of noticed something was going on. Well,
I don't know if he was paying enough attention. I think he was more.
Oh yeah, man.
Shocked
He's
with the
coming
news.
in to announce that Seasmoke has been seen flying here and there.
yeah, but then right before he walks out of there, he looks back at the White Worm, gives her a look, and then walks back out.
Wow.
I don't think a lot of the queen's prerogative. She's the queen.
Oh well, yeah, she can do what she wants.
I don't think it's got anything to do with that. Most of her small council does not trust the White Worm at all.
Well, it's because she's trying to slither her way on up in there. That's why.
I'm just saying that most of I say most, basically all of her small council does not trust the White Worm at all.
Now, what is her name?
White Worm.
Miss Sandra or something. I know it ain't Melisandre. That's the red woman from Game of Thrones.
And Missandei is the.
It's a very similar name to those two.
George is not very creative when it comes to names.
He's not.
We'll just change a couple letters and there we go.
I mean, he writes a great story. He's not real good with names.
Yeah.
He tries to write a great story if he just stick with it.
Well, he can write a great story. He just can't finish the great stories.
Yeah.
But, we just talked about the end scene, but going back to the previous scene, where before all that happens, when they're just talking, and basically, the White Worm tells Rhaenyra that, the plan is laid, the bait has been taken in King's Landing. So Rhaenyra's basically like, well, we'll go through with the plan tonight.
And that's where Son was in there too, wasn't he?
No, not yet.
Because were they talking about that when he was in there? And because he gives her a weird look.
No, that's later on outside the castle. Outside,
okay.
yeah, when she's talking to Jace, and then the White Worm shows up to say that the plan was successful.
Yeah, it's been delivered.
Right, the packages have been delivered. But after the previous scene, that's when we cut back to King's Landing. That's when you see the basically, the Green Army marching the sheep and stuff through the streets, which is like real smart. Maybe try to hide that because your people are starving.
Yeah, people are down there starving. You're taking, wagon loads of sheep and stuff up.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that just kind of poking the bear a little more.
Yeah, they're definitely losing the approval of the people.
Very, very much.
Through every move they make. Aemond shutting the gates, not allowing anyone out. So now you got people starving in the city. There's no food there. The whole marching of the dragon's head through the city.
Yeah, that was.
So just like they're just they can't get out of their own way.
They took it that was as a bad omen, or a dark omen, not a bad omen, but an actual dark omen. Was it dark or black omen?
I think they say a black omen.
Yeah, I think it was a black one.
Yeah. From there, we go to another small council meeting in the Red Keep, and this is where you've got Aemond basically chastising Larys Strong, and basically at first
kind of putting Larys in his place,
right? At first, you kind of, I never got the impression, but you kind of get the impression that he's decided that Kristen Cole is no longer his hand. He needs another hand now that he's sent Kristen Cole away to battle.
Crispy there questioned his authority, his say, and Aemond doesn't like that.
No, and I say you get the impression. Loras gets the impression that Aemond's asking him to be hand.
Oh yeah, and he corrects him real quick on that with a quick insult.
Yep, like nope. I just want you to go get my grandfather Otto. He was hand to the king to Jaehaerys and to Viserys, his Aemond's father, and hand to the king to Aegon.
Briefly.
Yeah. So basically, this is the smartest decision that Aemond has made so far.
Yeah, but all Otto's got to do is say something he disagrees with, and Aemond will get rid of him again.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying that as
in the end, his arrogance is just not going to let anyone tell him anything.
No. So yeah, and it's a very small council meeting because it's basically just Aemond, Larys, the Maester that I do not know his name, and then the other guy that I don't know his name. The other small council member I can't place him. Anyway, it's just a short scene. Basically, Aemond, a certain power, and like I said, this is when we find out that he's wanting Otto back his hand. From there,
is that where the Maester comes in and letting him know about the king?
No, the next scene you cut and we're seeing the Maesters removing the peel from the king.
Yeah, the lettuce.
Yeah.
Lettuce wrap. They got him in, trying to make him like a crispy taco.
That's the type of meat Taco Bell sells, so.
I don't know. You got to pay for the extra meat on there to even get a taste of it. So.
Yeah, so, needless to say, they're doing that, and Aemond's like, we need the room. You guys need to leave. And he has a little conversation with his older brother, kind of asking him what he remembers.
I could have swore that the Maester was sitting at the table, at the council table, talking to him, and said that the king opened his eyes up today, and then he decided.
Yeah, that's why Aemond went there.
Yeah, that's why Aemond went there.
Yeah, and they have a nice little brotherly chat.
Yeah,
and like I said, Aemond's asking him what he remembers, and Aegon basically keeps repeating, nothing. He knows what to say.
Oh, yeah.
I remember nothing, and you know, he basically takes the little. They got all the council members have their little the little marble, big marble, whatever you want to call it, balls that they set in the little things, and he basically takes the king his, and kind of presses in on him, questioning him, and then it's when the maester shows back up, and Aemond gets up and leaves.
Yep.
From there, we go to the Vale and Rhaenyra and the young strong boy, the youngest of the strong boys. And Rhaenyra and him are having a conversation, and that's when Rhaenyra stumbles upon some charred ground.
And sheep.
Yeah, and sheep. And it's like, wait a minute. Lady Jane Eyre said that she had no dragon. But clearly there was a dragon in the area.
Big one.
So, yeah, that big is definitely the right word for it. So with that big wild dragon flying around at the Vale, Rhaenyra is looking at it like, well, you lied to me, so what now? And what are you going to say?
I'm thinking she's thinking, I might be able to bond with this one. That's what I'm thinking she's thinking.
She may be. She may be.
Because she's been longing for a dragon. Couldn't bond with none of the other ones. This is a totally different one.
And man, that raises a question. And we saw what happened to Darkling when he tried. So she's tried with the other dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't. Why is she still walking around?
Well, Corlys says, when they bring that up in the small council meeting that, she tried and it almost didn't go well. So, yeah.
Yeah, her dragon died at birth, didn't it? Or never hatched?
I think hers was one that it hatched but didn't survive. A lot of them just don't hatch, but I think hers hatched but didn't survive. And she tried to bond with other ones, and it didn't work.
Yeah, I'm thinking she's like, I might be able to bond with this one. That's as soon as she saw it was a dragon was talking to her, it's like it just clicked in her head. I'm gonna try.
Yet to be seen, but could be. Could be.
Now, since we don't know for sure, we got a wild dragon, and the lady didn't exactly lie to her.
No,
she doesn't have a dragon to help her protect it because it's a wild dragon.
Yeah.
And
it's
wild. Nobody's ever tamed it.
Yeah, it's just broadening its range because it needs more food.
So the question becomes, which one is it? Because there's one out there that's called the cannibal, for a reason.
There's also one out there called Sheep Stealer.
True.
That's literally what it does.
I think we know where it's going, but it would be like this show to twist it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's sheep stealer because you see a bunch of sheep carcasses right there where the fire was.
Yeah. I mean, all dragons eat sheep, but Sheep Stealer is the one that literally goes around, basically roasting, people's sheep and then, devouring them.
But leaves the shepherds alone.
Yeah.
Never been known to hurt people.
Yeah.
And I don't know that the cannibal's ever been known to hurt people.
Not directly. Indirectly, the cannibal has gotten a few people, but that's just because they kind of got in his way while he was.
So basically, everybody just steers clear of the cannibal.
Yeah, because
no one's even attempted to try to bond with it.
No, the cannibal's huge. The cannibal is the second largest dragon behind Vhagar. So yeah,
I thought, really?
Yeah, Meleys was the second biggest tamed dragon that had a rider. Why did I just forget the other dragon's name? The one that belonged to
Vermithor.
Yeah, Vermithor.
I thought that was the next biggest. I thought it was bigger than the cannibal.
No, not
okay.
No, it's just
Vermithor. It's hard to keep
Vermithor has been tamed before. The cannibal's never been tamed.
Right.
And yeah, just the cannibal is the second biggest dragon behind Vhagar.
Oh, okay.
But the cannibal doesn't have a rider, which Vermithor doesn't have a rider right now either. But Vermithor has had a rider before. And, they make a point of, telling you that dragons that have had riders before are easier to tame than wild ones that have never had a rider.
I believe believe I'm gonna like Vermithor.
Yeah. The big bronze
I
dragon.
believe I might be Team Vermithor unless I see different. You know where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A certain character that may or may not claim Vermithor.
Yeah.
I got high hopes for this one. Hope it veers a little different from the original story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, based on what they're doing with some other stuff, they could change the outlook of the character, which, like I said, it's already looking like they are, and if they are, it's good because good, cool character. You don't want to see this character do what happened in the book. But so we get that scene, and basically, Lady Aaron also mentions that I can't think of the dude's name over in Pentos, but anyway, he's agreed to shelter Rhaenyra's 2 youngest sons, her 2 kids with Daemon. So that's Aegon the second again, and
the second, second.
Yeah, the second, and Viserys, the 2, like I said, the 2 small little white-haired kids. So Rhaenyra's supposed to basically take them on the boat to Pentos.
Now, didn't that woman say a little bit different? Offer to take in the 2 kids and their half sister or something like that.
Which would be Rhaena.
Yeah,
right?
it was just Rhaena. That's all they meant by that was Rhaena.
Yeah. To me, it sounded like it was a little jab to add that in there and take in their half sister.
Well, Rhaena's already been there before. That's where Daemon and Rhaena's mother, that's where they were at when she fell ill. Well, died in childbirth, but anyway.
Yeah. He done the same thing that his brother did and had the baby cut out. And she wasn't going out like that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I don't know. You're probably right. I can't 100% remember. So I don't know.
I thought it was weird that, it happened to the 2 brothers and their wives. They end up both doing this, making the same thing. And
yeah, because back in the first season, they told Viserys, and we could take the baby, it's going to kill the mother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it ended up both of them. Neither one of them made it. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, from there we cut to Alan and Adam, and we see Alan. He's bald, and we see that he's bald for a reason. Cause
you got that Valerian hair.
Yeah, if he lets his hair grow out, it's white. His brother Adam, he doesn't have that issue. His hair's black, so he don't have to shave his. But Alan, Alan doesn't want people knowing who he is, especially now that he's got this position. Because, it is natural that, the men on the ship, if they saw that he had white hair, they're going to put 2 and 2 together, and they're going to assume he got this position because of who he is.
Yep.
Well, and I heard it brought up on some other places that a possibility of why he shaved his hair was he may have been doing it from the time he was little just for protection. Because, look at all the Roberts bastards. They were hunted down and killed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they never had a claim to the throne. And and the oldest, you had Lenore, whatever Lenore was next in line for the what do they call that? The driftwood throne.
Yeah, at high tide.
So there was, I guess maybe it was done because there's always a possibility, it could be dangerous for him to be known to be Corlys's bastard son.
True.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And another part, I think he did it a lot because he doesn't want any connection with Corlys.
Yeah,
Corlys had nothing to do with him.
He wants nothing to do with.
He wants nothing to do with Corlys.
Meanwhile, Adam over there is like, give me everything.
Oh yeah,
take it all. We can have
mine. I want it.
Yep.
Servants and food and the driftwood throne and he wants grandeur. The other one just wants to be left alone.
Well, he may get a little bit of that grandeur.
Yeah,
as things seem.
Yeah, we see it near the end of the episode, and I'm not gonna say anything, but somebody here may have thought somebody else is gonna ride that dragon when I told them the whole time who it was gonna be.
Okay, you were right.
Mm-hmm.
But it could have been somebody else again. Just because it happened in the book don't mean it was actually canon.
Like I was with some stuff coming up in some later episodes, that's very clear. But up to this point, like I said, there's points in the book that are like main feature points that cannot change. Otherwise, the whole story changes. And that's why I knew Adam was going to be the one to claim Seasmoke.
I beg to differ, sir.
What?
He did not claim Seasmoke.
Well, Seasmoke claimed
Seasmoke
him.
claimed him.
Yeah, that's
ran
for sure.
him down.
Claimed his human.
Yep.
He did not claim a dragon.
The dragon
He got
claimed
took
him.
it. He got tooked by the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't do that nowadays. That dragon would be hung.
Yeah, that dragon made him his. He was lonely.
Oh yeah.
Hey, question, man. Now, how do y'all see it? Because lore is that only one person can bond with a dragon, and that person's bonded to that dragon until their death. So does this kind of confirm that for sure
Rhaenyra died off
Rhaenyra's
screen.
dead somewhere in the Free Cities?
Maybe.
And I had someone mention it to me, Olivia, that that's my information source for a lot of things I miss, by the way.
Yeah.
But she brought it up that, and I lost all my
You lost your whole train of thought.
there.
Does it have anything to do with Adam being his half brother?
Well, yeah.
Because that's what I was kind of thinking. Is I don't necessarily think Rhaenyra's dead as much as I think Seasmoke sees Adam and thinks this is very. He can sense that this is similar to my previous rider, very close.
I tend to think probably that the Rhaenyra died off screen.
He
somewhere.
probably did,
and we may
but-
find that out later on. They may not even include it. They may just bypass it.
Yeah, they may just leave that. Be like, yeah, that's season 1. I don't know. Still can't think of your train of thought.
No, jumped right off track and it's gone.
Okay.
What if it was to pop back up, though?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
In more ways, not just with the dragon, but with his father.
Well,
and
yeah,
everything.
because Corlys, I assume at some point, since the girl turned it down, is going to name someone his heir.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now, which one is the eldest son? That's Alan, right?
Actually,
Or is it Adam?
no, I think it was Adam. Because we had this conversation a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but I've never heard a reference said that I've caught.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time we meet Adam, the very first time we meet him, I'm pretty sure he tells Alan, something like, I'm a year older or something. I'm not 100% sure on that.
See, I don't know either.
I don't know for certain.
So, obviously, you mean the eldest son would be the one named the heir.
You would think.
If they legitimize both of them.
Right.
And I assume he does.
Yeah, I think.
Why
they
would
will.
he one and not the other?
Right. Well, I mean, we don't know because we have yet to see Adam have any bit of conversation or anything to do with Corlys. Or Corlys to have anything to do with him, I should say. Say it in reverse. So, I don't know. I'm very curious what's going on with these. Because in the book, we don't get a whole lot of in-depth detail about, Alan and Adam. We get a little bit, but not a whole lot. So, the more stuff we learn about them, the better. Yeah. From there, we go back to Dragonstone, and this is where we get the conversation between Rhaenyra and Jace that the White Worm interrupts.
Until her package has been sent.
Mm-hmm.
Very smart move she made there.
Yes.
Brilliant. That was brilliant.
I thought they was going to airdrop it in.
Oh, from the dragons.
Yeah.
I was curious how they were going to do it. I mean, I knew it was coming, but I just didn't know how they were going to do it. And
That would be cool, though, man, full Targaryen parachutes.
yeah, just
A little too obvious, though.
That's what they want.
Well, they had to get it in there, though,
Yeah.
without, the guards and stuff seizing it or whatever.
Middle of the night. when it was foggy and stuff outside, just swoop through there, start dropping it off, and then head on back.
Mm.
Yeah,
You take the chance of being met by another dragon, too.
You also
I mean, you got a dragon. If someone sees a dragon over the city, then you got a dragon battle happening over the city.
Yeah, but then you got to worry about, they got the blockade at the, we're at the ports and everything, not letting anything come in.
This is Corliss's blockade.
Yeah, it's their own blockade.
Yeah, but I was thinking, how
They
they probably let all
probably
that food through there, though, and make sure it actually gets to where it
Well,
needs
see, that's
to go.
when Rhaenyra makes the comment. She hopes it's a cloudy night.
Yeah.
So
that
no
way.
one, in authority in the city sees it coming.
Yeah. And that's one thing the show does a good job when they show the boats coming in. It's definitely foggy, so she got her wish because at first you only see the one and you can't see the rest of the fog, but then they start coming in and you're like, oh, because when I first saw, I'm like, I mean that's nice, but it's one boat. What's one boat one small sailboat worth of food gonna do? Then you see the rest of them, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she played it smart.
Mm-hmm. Made sure to put the banner on there, too, to let everybody know this is from Queen Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Your savior.
Even when she's not here, she's still looking after us.
Yep. From there, we cut back to the Dowager Queen, Alicent. Yeah, she's having her conversation with
Did you say the powerless queen?
The Dowager.
Close enough.
Basically. One and the same now.
The fired queen.
Yeah.
The dismissed one.
That's the most accurate one. The dismissed one. But she's having the conversation with the Maester and, asking about Aegon. And she has, a short conversation with him, and then she basically goes back to Aegon. Well, they're having this conversation at Aegon's bedside. So after the conversation ends, she goes, goes back to tending to her charbroiled son, and who is looking way less burnt now, by the way.
Yep, I like mine extra crispy. Again, this show does poor time management on it. You have no idea how much time has passed between anything.
Yeah, not really. No, you don't.
That's classic George. When you listen to like the Game of Thrones, not the Fire and Blood book, but the Game of Thrones books, it's very, very bad at telling you how much time's passed between when you move from character to character.
Yeah, they could at least, when the Maester was talking about him, said, 2 months ago when we brought him in here, or 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't have thought he was going to come through, but today he was talking. That way you get a little bit you just know how much time has passed in between there, so you know about where you're in everything going on. You start listening to it, hell, it could have been 4 months, and all this shit has happened.
Yeah, you don't know. You definitely have to just kind of take it at how much time you assume has passed, because it's not going to tell you.
Oh, definitely.
From there, we get Alicent. She stands up and walks out, and she goes out into the, I guess you call it the courtyard, and that's where she runs into her brother. You get the impression she was going out there to talk to Cole.
Yep.
But she runs into her brother and ends up having a pretty lengthy conversation with him about what she thinks is her bad parenting, which, I mean, sort of, kind of is.
No, she's a crappy mother.
But she keeps looking at
Cole
over there, so she's trying to break that conversation off and get over there.
Yeah.
Then she started asking about her dad, see if anybody's seen or heard anything from him.
Yep. Then she asked about her youngest son, who is at Old Town. And, she basically finds out, that he's a good kid.
Well, yeah, he was raised away from her.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Well, he was raised away from the Red Keep.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Alicent fan, but I'm not putting every single bit of it on her.
It's absolutely all on her. The whole war is on her.
The war is, yes, but how her kids turned out is not solely on her.
Yeah, sure it is.
I don't think so. Don't know why in the world I'm defending Alicent. If you ever read or listen to Fire and Blood book, you will not be a fan of Alicent.
If you watch this show, you will not be a fan of Alicent.
The show makes her out to be nicer than she is in the book. In the book, she is not nice at all. She is evil, power hungry. You know, in the book, she was, just, lockstep with her father Otto in putting Aegon on the throne. Like, it wasn't one of these, doubting, or, thinking that Viserys said something they didn't say. No. In the book, she was just basically from the start. When she had Aegon, it was like, he gonna be king. Screw my best friend Rhaenyra. Yeah. My son's being king. So,
well, her dad put that thought in her head, though.
Well, you see it in the show.
I manipulated a lot of this. Yeah,
I'm strictly talking about the book right now. Everything I'm saying is just in the book. Like I said, in the book, Alicent is not a good character.
Yeah,
but she's, like I said, she's not as bad in the show, which is why I guess that's why I'm defending her right now.
From what we got to see, though, yeah, Otto put a lot of this in motion.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he pimped out his daughter is what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And there would have been controversy had Alicent not did anything. Because there would have been people that did not want Rhaenyra to be the queen.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you look at basically half the realm was like, we're siding with Team Green, with Aegon and them, because they didn't want, Rhaenyra, they didn't want a woman as king or queen.
There would have been some controversy, but it wouldn't have been...
It would have been a war.
It would have been squat. Well, I mean, it might have been a small war. It wouldn't have been a dragon war.
Exactly. It wouldn't have been a civil war.
It would have been a ground war. You would have had the Starks involved, which would have ended the war right there, because no one beats the Northmen.
Nope. As we'll...
Hopefully they'll be in this within the next 2 episodes.
I hope they're marching. They're on the way.
We should definitely see them before season's end. I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. Because, again, with the whole time thing.
Yeah, because you don't know how much time has went by.
I've read the book, so I know when events happen. But watching the show, the time-wise, I can't tell when that event's coming. I don't know how close we are to certain events. So, yeah.
Quick one off, but we haven't seen the fight yet. Crispy Cole and Cregan Stark. Who you got? I'm taking Cregan.
We have no clue.
Kind of do, man. There's a little bit of lore about... apparently Cregan's pretty good with a sword. And most Northmen are. Look at Ned. Ned's whole thing was he never took he was never in tournaments because he never wanted anyone to know.
Oh, yeah. He only fought when it was necessary.
Right.
And he always won. Now, he needed a little help. Speaking of that, talking about one-offs, I don't know if you guys saw something I put in the...
Oh, yeah, I did.
In the group
chat.
chat.
Read my... I commented on it later.
Well, I'm going with the top 3 instead of just putting all my money on one.
Dude, I don't need 3 men.
Oh, that's what I said. I don't need 3.
I just need 1.
Yep. All you need is 1.
I'm using the top 3, and I'm pocketing the rest of the money.
So, for the...
It ain't going to do you no good if you did.
I'm not dead.
You're going up against Jaime Lannister and Barristan Selmy.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so, in Game of Thrones terms, you're going up against, like he just said, Barristan Selmy and Jaime Lannister.
And a prime Jaime Lannister with
both
hands.
This is both hands, so he can fight with his right hand. So you're going up against those two. I'm assuming from the picture, it doesn't look like it's prime Barristan Selmy. He's a little older, but still really good. And basically, you get $500 to hire, sellswords to fight for you. And it gives you a list of 9 people.
I got to look and see what the top 3 that you're talking about are now.
Well, the top 3 are the Hound for $150, the Mountain for $150. That's $300, and then the Viper, the Prince of Dorne. I can't think of his name.
And he was,
Oberon.
Yeah, Oberon Martell.
Damn good fighter too.
And he was $200.
The Red Viper.
Yeah. What did I say?
The Viper, but
I just said the Viper, but yeah.
I just remember that being the Red Viper.
So yeah, you could take those 3, and that's $500. So you have those 3 fighting Sir Barristan Selmy and Jaime Lannister. And to be fair, those 3 would probably win the fight, but I think we'll just move on. The next row for $200 is Daemon Targaryen. I would not take him.
He's known as a good swordsman.
He is, and we've seen in the show, but he got beat by Kristen Cole. So the next one would be $250 is Kristen Cole. And then beside that is somebody that Jackie wouldn't know. That is, I'm sure you know who it was, based on the helmet. In that list, the middle one.
Oh yeah. Well, you should know who that is. This is the only dude who ever had antlers on his helmet. Robert.
Baratheon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think you would know him, but yeah.
Yeah.
Then below that, you've got for $50, it's what?
We're not bargain shopping here, man.
Hey, I don't need to name off these two. One's $50, one's $100. You're not taking those two characters.
Who are they? I don't have the picture handy.
The $50 one is oh god, what's the Stannis Baratheon?
Stannis pass, hard pass.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure who the $100 one is. I don't know. It's a Targaryen, but I don't know which Targaryen it is. I don't know if that's supposed to be, Jon Snow's real father.
Yeah, I think maybe it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, so you got those 8 people I just named off. I'll just rattle them off again real quick. The Hound, the Mountain, the Red Viper, Daemon Targaryen, Robert Baratheon, Kristen Cole, the 2 I just named off that you're not taking. Or you could just spend all the money and get the Sword of the Morning, Sir Arthur Dayne. And me and Jamie are both taking Arthur Dayne.
Definitely.
And it's done. It's over. He can take both of them on, no problem. They're 2 people. He's got 2 swords. They're dead.
Unless Howland Reed happens to be anywhere nearby with a dagger.
If Howland Reed is close by, then he's getting stabbed in the back. But if it's it ain't going to be a fair fight. It's just, as long as nobody steps in, as long as it's just him versus those 2, he's winning. So Arthur Dayne is the greatest swordman to ever live in Game of Thrones history, Westeros history.
Still taking my 3 pick.
I mean, it's not
And
a
yours
weak.
may
It's
win,
definitely
too.
not a weak pick. Definitely not weak. But I'll put my money on Arthur Dayne.
Yeah.
Because the Viper, he's one hell of a fighter.
Oh, he is. He's very quick. He wouldn't stand a chance one-on-one against Arthur Dayne.
No.
Now,
And Oberon beat the Mountain technically.
yeah. Well, I mean, they kind of beat each other. They both end up dead. Just the Mountain kind of got brought back in a zombie.
Now, honestly,
sort of way.
a young Selmy, we don't know.
Yeah, and that's one thing. The pictures they show, it shows a young Jaime Lannister. It does not show a young Barristan Selmy, which we don't have a picture of young Barristan Selmy, so that may be why. But either way, and even the person who put this up says, easy, it's an easy answer, and he's also saying, Arthur Dayne. Just because, again, if you've, listened to the Game of Thrones books, it literally says in the book that Arthur Dayne is the greatest swordsman ever. Like, nobody could touch him. It was not even close. That's why nobody could believe how Ned Stark beat him. And, of course, nobody knew until...
Ned didn't beat him.
Exactly. Nobody knew until the three-eyed raven, the future king, saw that he didn't beat him. He lost and was getting ready to be, killed. And then Howland Reed came up from behind and took out Arthur Dayne.
All it took was the little dagger.
Yep. Anyway, that's Game of Thrones. It's 150 years after what we're supposed to be talking about. Back to House of the Dragon. We basically cut to Helena being Helena, doing Helena things, staring at, I guess those are crickets in little cages. And that's basically what we get. We see her with her crickets. Then it cuts to Big Hugh Hammer. And he's walking by and he starts, noticing people carrying food.
Yeah. Now this is, of course, after the ships have been snuck in and...
Mm-hmm. and he basically grabs the guy and just straight robs him.
Yeah, he knocked the crap
Well,
out of him.
yeah, I mean, not the most honorable way to do it, but
No.
When you got a sick kid,
you
and
do what you got to
starving.
do.
Yeah. And he didn't rob the first person he saw. He asked them, about it and then kind of pushed him to the side. And then the next person he stopped, they got the brunt of it.
I thought he was going to take the dog home and eat it.
That may have been his initial plan before he saw people, walking around with food.
Yeah, I thought that dog was dead. The rat catcher's dog was going to be on a shish kebab. That's what was going to happen to that thing.
And then we get a zoomed out view of King's Landing, kind of showing everything, and then we cut to the sept where you've got Helena and Alicent, and
Having a little prayer, lighting a few
Yep.
candles.
and then the King's Guard has to try to escort them through all this chaos. And you got to remember, the King's Guard right
Are
now
inept idiots.
is not
Yes.
what it should be at all. So it goes exactly how you would expect it to go, which is horribly. Alicent gets food thrown in her face.
Yep, she gets smacked in the face with a fish.
Yep.
Yep, then they're trying to make a run for it, and the guy grabs her by the arm. And one of the knights just pulls out a sword and
Just-
goes to hack his hand off.
Yep.
And she tries to holler at him, stop, because she knows what's going to do. As soon as they start killing people, the mob's going to come at them again.
Well, she also knows it's too late, but she knows it's a bad look
Yeah.
on them.
Fun fact, man, I watched the actress do an interview about that scene, the one who plays Alicent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love her.
And for realism, she said, hit me with it. And she said that fish about took her out.
I would say so. I mean, good God.
Whoever was the one that threw it at her, they said he rattled her with it.
He's like, okay, I'll do it. Because a lot of people look at, it's just a fish. It ain't going to hurt. You put a little bit of oomph behind it.
Yeah, she said it just about 360'd her.
Wow. Good God. So yeah, they eventually make it to the carriage, but I'm not sure all the King's Guard made it, because you got the one who ends up on the ground and he's just getting stomped and
Oh, yeah, he did probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally missed that. I didn't even notice it.
yeah.
She told them to sheathe their swords while they was trying to make a run for it. And some of them did. Some of them left their swords out,
Yeah.
but they wasn't trying to kill nobody with them. But then they just got straight mobbed.
Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't notice one got trampled.
Oh,
yeah, he got overwhelmed.
They
Yeah,
monkey
well,
stomped the shit out of him.
That's the way it goes, guys.
Yep, that's one drinking buddy gone.
Mm.
And then we get another big pan out of the whole, city. Very. Siri just activated herself off of that. Oh my God, I said her name again. That was stupid. Yeah, people kind of forget just how big King's Landing is, and I think it says I don't know if it's in Game of Thrones or in Fire and Blood that it mentions that the roughly the population of King's Landing is roughly 1 million people. So you got 1 million people that live in that crazy little packed city. So yeah, you can imagine what's going on there with the lack of food now and all that. From there we cut back to inside the Red Keep and back to Aegon, and he gets a visit from Clubfoot, Loras Strong, because Loras has realized I can't manipulate Aemond.
No, he's lost. He's lost it with Aemond.
Yeah, Aemond's like to just take my head before I get anywhere. So he goes back and starts manipulating Aegon some more.
But man, come on. Aegon's in no position to do anything.
No,
And he's scared to death of Aemond, so...
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
he would actually come around and start talking, he could be king again.
He could.
oh yeah.
I mean, Aegon couldn't, because he just don't have it in him.
Well, I mean, Aegon is right now the rightful king.
Right,
yeah.
So, basically, the second he's healthy enough to walk around on his own,
You start
get
rocking
the-
the boat with crazy brother, and you might end up finishing the job.
you have a point.
I'd put my guard around me as soon as he's coherent enough to know what's happening. have somebody at his side 24/7.
They'd be at my side. They'd be at the door.
Yeah.
I would quarantine my brother to his room to where he's not allowed out of it. And I'd put guards outside of his room.
Or you could always just send them to Harrenhal. That's the best place for people like him. We see that with Daemon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, they have a little conversation that, like I said, it's basically just Larys trying to, worm his way in with Aegon because it's not working with Aemond. So, I can't remember a whole lot about the conversation. But from there, we go back to Daemon and his thoughts and whatever you want to call it, whatever he's doing, his hallucinations.
Losing his mind.
Because now, all of a sudden, he's standing behind his brother as his brother mourns over the loss of his wife. He's basically comforting his brother, even though, again, this is all in his head. Obviously is not happening.
Yeah, well, maybe it's Daemon wishing he had.
All
his regrets are coming out.
Yep.
Yeah. You get a whole lot of regrets from Daemon this episode.
And he keeps fucking up, though.
Yeah, Daemon is... he's that guy.
Yeah, and he keeps drinking whatever they're giving him there. Maybe stop drinking whatever they're giving you.
Quit drinking the witch water.
Stop drinking the Kool-Aid they're feeding you and wise the hell up.
Mm-hmm. He's another Tyrion. When he left King's Landing / Dragonstone, he's gone off the deep end now.
He went downhill, way downhill.
He's no longer what he used to be. Basically, like I said, just what happened with Tyrion. So, yeah. So from there, he has a conversation with Strong. And he basically ends it by bursting into tears, which is just like, what is Daemon doing here? Never expected to see that from Daemon. From there, we cut to what we've kind of already talked about. We cut to Adam of Hull and Seasmoke. And basically, Seasmoke circles him for a while. Kind of.
Yeah, I guess Adam was kind of afraid he was going to be lunch.
Yeah. And basically leads to Adam deciding, you know what? I need to run into the forest. This dragon's crazy. So he takes off, running through the forest, and we know where it goes. It ends up eventually leading to him face to face with Seasmoke.
Which is where the scene cuts. So we don't know what happened. We
see the trailer for next week's episode.
Well,
so
yep.
If you back it up, that's when we get the scene that we already talked about, when the guy bursts in on Jackie's favorite scene, which was pretty good, ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But and announces that Seasmoke has been seen
with a rider.
Yeah. So right away, of course, now we know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Rhaenyra, very good move on her part.
Oh yeah,
be the queen, be the boss.
Yep.
She did her boss move stuff, and right out there she went, jumped on that dragon, was gone.
Because really, what other choice did she have?
Yeah, do it before they tell her she couldn't.
And who else is going to send to face Jace? Where's he even at the moment?
Well, he was
getting ready.
Yeah, he was chasing after her.
Yeah.
So he was there. But she basically looked at it as, in my mind, this is how she looked at it, that basically if one of the Greens, if somehow one of their, one of their people was able to, tame Seasmoke, now she's just lost another dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she's in a rush to figure out who this is. Because, like I said, she needs dragon riders for her dragons. The last thing she needs is somebody taking one of her dragons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she's got to figure out what's going on here. And, that's basically where the episode cuts, is her, taking off on Syrax.
Now, remember, man, we have 2 left.
Yeah.
2 episodes left.
Yeah.
So the next one, and if they do it like Game of Thrones tradition,
That's
The
usually the
second
best one.
to the last is always
The best.
probably the best episode of the season.
Yeah.
And then the last one just kind of wraps everything up for the next coming season.
Yeah. They're not the only show to do that, by the way, too.
Hmm.
'Cause, me and Jamie watch a show called Snowpiercer.
Mm.
There's a movie out there, but the movie's not that good. The show's, in my opinion,
Very, very
really
much
good.
better than the movie.
And it's one of those where I just rewatched season 1, and the 9th episode, it's a 10-episode show. The 9th episode of season 1 was the big episode. The 10th episode was just setting up the next season.
So, if Game of Thrones is the blueprint they're going from, then the next episode's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Now,
Although they didn't do that with season 1 of this show.
True.
The last episode was the main one.
True. So, they may not, but
Yeah, we'll see.
either way, the next one's got to be good.
yeah, because we got something special planned for the season finale.
Yeah,
do?
so
Oh, yeah, we do.
We
Well,
do?
what are we doing? What are we doing?
yeah. So, we drop these podcasts on Saturday for people to listen to refresh themselves before they watch the new episode Sunday night. Well, obviously, next Saturday we'll drop our podcast breaking down this penultimate episode, just, Sunday night's episode. Well, then that following Sunday when the season finale airs, instead of waiting a full, basically, week to drop a podcast about it, we're going to actually watch it in person together and then just do a podcast directly afterward.
Yep.
So you'll get our season finale reactions directly after watching it, not, time to break down what happened, time to watch it again. This will be just straight live reactions after watching it. And obviously the podcast will be dropping, late Sunday night, early Monday morning.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
Yep.
Actually, I'm counting on this one to be really good.
Oh, I'm expecting.
I'm hoping both the last two.
Yeah.
will be
Oh, well,
good.
they will, I'm sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm expecting the next episode to be really good. And I'm really excited for the season finale just to see, like, what happens in the season finale will tell me for sure whether or not they're going 3 seasons or 4 seasons with the show. And, yeah, I'm really curious to see whether they're trying to stretch it 4 seasons or just cram it all in 3 seasons.
Yeah, it might go with 3.
The point they're at right now, I think they could wrap it up in 3.
I believe they can. Like I said, I don't know for sure when they do the
Yeah.
season finale for this,
Well,
but
they probably can. It just depends on. I think they'll go by the ratings this time. First ratings was good. So far, the ratings don't seem bad
I
for
kind
this
of
one.
hope they don't go that route and try to stretch
Yeah,
it
you-
to 4 because that's when they'll start trying to put in filler stuff
Yeah,
and
they'll-
make it be more. Just if you can wrap it up in 3, do that, man, and then give me dunk and egg afterwards.
yeah. I look at it.
Keep it good. If you got to keep it short, keep it good.
Well, yeah.
I look at it as I don't want them to try to stretch it a 4th season just to have a 4th season, but
Yeah,
also
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Don't do
also-
that just for the ratings
I don't want them to cut
because
stuff
it'll
out.
start dropping.
I don't want them to cut stuff out to get it in 3 seasons. So basically, just
No, I don't think they really have to.
I don't think they would either. I'm just saying in general, I don't like it when shows go like when a show's like, well, we have to have this many episodes this season. And they end up either stretching stuff out to get that many episodes, or they end up cramming stuff together to get that many episodes. It's like just make the show however many episodes there is, how many is, and that's how I look at it with this with the seasons. Just if it's if you've got enough meat on the bone to get 4 seasons, fine. If you don't try it. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stretch it out just for the sake of another season.
Right.
And maybe there's enough there for 4. I'm not sure.
based
I
on
don't know. I can't remember.
based on how the book ends, I would not want the ending of the book to be the 4th season. The ending of Fire and Blood is a very boring ending.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they'll spice it up a little bit. Yeah. Give us the true story, Maybe
Because
there's
all
maybe
this
there's
is
stuff there
canon.
we don't know, man. Maybe we're gonna learn
Well, I mean,
some
we're
stuff we don't.
yeah,
know.
we're learning a lot of stuff throughout this, especially this season in general. We've learned a lot of stuff this season that is just either just questioned in the book or just new to people like me. So
hey, they might be enough meat there for 4.
Yeah.
well then, I believe we have exhausted our talents on what we saw and trying to break down what we saw.
Yeah. I'm running low on butterbeer.
I didn't know they made Well, actually, no, they do make butterbeer coffee. But anyway, I was getting ready to say
Yeah.
something about that.
Oh, I know they do because I
know.
I shared it in our group.
Mm-hmm. I mean, well, you shared your group, and you and Jamie drank some, so.
Yeah, over at the Hilltop Coffee,
Which was pretty good.
which I will
Pretty good.
tell you is a pretty good place. I've been going there during the weekends I go there at least once a day. Grab me a cup and a cinnamon roll and put my headphones in and sit there on my phone
Cool.
and just relax. It's real nice over there. And the cinnamon rolls, man, you can't beat them bad boys.
Fall's coming on. Fall's really the best time to be there, man.
Yeah. Then
Little-
it gets
little-
crowded.
Hmm?
Then it gets crowded.
Yeah.
Then I got to start throwing people out.
Anyway, I believe that's
Not Corey's favorite place, I don't think. Not a coffee person, though.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee, so it
Well,
just.
man, they got smoothies, frappes, everything.
I don't. Well, we went over there. I got a water.
Yeah, because you didn't bother going through the app to see everything you could have got.
It doesn't. There's not really gonna be anything over there that I'm gonna drink except for the water.
They had, like you said, they got smoothies.
I mean,
many
basically
types.
they've got a fridge over there with different drinks. Basically, there's nothing they make I'm gonna drink. I'm going straight to the fridge. I'm either getting the water, or the orange juice, or the apple juice.
I had the peach cobbler.
Now, food wise, yeah, like I said, their cinnamon roll
this
was
was
great.
a drink.
Oh.
Peach cobbler drink. Oh, it's pretty good.
Really?
Yes, it was. I had it Sunday. It in the cinnamon roll. It was tasting mighty fine.
Haven't been for a while.
I've still only been that one time that we went. Because again, it's
We
just
go more
yeah.
in the fall, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just not really my
Fall
place.
and winter.
Anything else to add?
No, I think we just shamelessly shot them a little bit of an ad, and
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Alrighty then. Well then, until next week.
Later.